How's it going, Jubitarians? This is Bradley Juby, and I am back after a week's long break. Well, actually, more like a week and a half, but I decided to take a little break. But anyway, I'm back, and now I've got Top 10 Thursday number 80. And this is the top 10 British rock bands. Of course, the United Kingdom has given us many great rock bands, and I am honoring the top 10 of them. I'll start at number 10 with the Rolling Stones. I like saying that in a British accent because, but anyway, they are one of the founders of the British invasion. They were mostly based on American blues bands, but they're the band that taught me that you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need. That's probably my favorite Stone song. That and Paint It Black. I see a red door and I want it painted black. That song reminds me of Full Metal Jacket. Anyway, some 50 years later, the Rolling Stones are still rolling, although they might not be rolling for much longer. Alright, at number 9 are the metal gods, Judas Priest. Now, I probably cannot do Rob Halford's legendary Scream because I just don't have the voice for it, but they are one of the greatest heavy metal bands ever, and one of the best bands to ever come out of the United Kingdom. They are the ones who defended the metal faith from stupid parents who blamed this band for their kids committing suicide. Which is stupid, because music does not make people commit suicide. Suicidal people make suicidal people commit suicide. But anyway, I still remember singing along to You Got Another Thing Coming at the Metallica concert. That was pretty sweet. But anyway. Alright, at number 8, we've got the originators of heavy metal, Black Sabbath. Doom, 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 doom. I am Iron Man. Although it was Tony Iommi and his deformed fingers that created the heavy metal sound, it was the band that gave us heavy metal, and of course one of its most legendary faces, Ozzy Osbourne. But it was nonetheless the band that started metal. So they're very influential, and therefore they had to make a spot on this list. By the way, Iron Man is not about Iron Man from Marvel. It's a different story, but yet people don't care. Alright, at number 7, we got Motorhead. We're gonna kick your butt. We play rock and roll. And of course, there's charismatic frontman Lemmy, who just lived life the way he wanted to. He lived on his own terms. And, well, he passed away about 3 years ago, but he's the one that gave us the Ace of Spades! The Ace of Spades! He also did songs for WWE and Triple H. It's all about the game! And how you play it! It's all about controlling if you can take it! Sorry, I have a hard time pulling off the voice because I haven't smoked for 50, 60 years. So, yeah. But anyway. Oh, man, I lost the game. Thanks a lot, Lemmy. I lost the game. But, and at number 6, we've got Iron Maiden. Which is basically British literature set to guitars. And of course, Eddie, the Ed. This band pretty much basks in their Britishness. Especially when Bruce Dickinson performs the Trooper live, he puts on the red coat and waves the Union Jack. The Trooper is their best song, in my opinion. But they got so many other songs like Wasted Years, The Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills. Like I said, I can't pull off that voice. Because that is one of the most epic voices in all of rock. Is Bruce Dickinson's. Speaking of voices, the number 5 band also has a legendary voice who recently celebrated his 75th birthday. 75 years. That's quite an accomplishment. But I'm talking about Roger Daltrey and The Who. You may be familiar with The Who's music through the theme songs of CSI, but to me, The Who are one of the most legendary bands, one of the forefathers of the British invasion. And of course, the band that gave us Baba O'Reilly, which by the way is not Teenage Wasteland. Next time anybody calls that song Teenage Wasteland, I'm going to punch somebody. Because it's called Baba O'Reilly. Of course, they also gave us Tommy and that deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays mean pinball. And of course, Roger Daltrey has that legendary scream. Yeah! Sorry, I know that was awful. I cannot pull that scream off, but anyway. And of course, Pete Townsend doing that pinwheel guitar thing with his hands, with his arm. And all that other legendary stuff. Anyway, let's get to number 4 with Queen. Of course, you can't go wrong with Queen. I mean, we will rock you. Is this the real life? Is it just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Rest in peace, Freddie Mercury. You are one of the greatest voices in all of music. It's a dadgum shame you died so young. It's a dadgum shame. I need to see Bohemian Rhapsody. I really need to see Bohemian Rhapsody. Hopefully it comes out on Netflix pretty soon so I can watch it and find out why Rami Malek won Best Actor for his portrayal of Freddie Mercury. I can't wait to see it. Alright, at number 3, we're going to get the Let Out with Led Zeppelin. Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Of course, another great rock vocalist, Robert Plant. A guitar god by the name of Jimmy Page, the hammer of the gods. The band that gave us And She's Buying a Stairway to Heaven. So legendary. So legendary. Alright, at number 2, we've got Pink Floyd. The guys who gave us The Dark Side of the Moon. And, of course, The Wall. And many other songs, but all in all, it's just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. One of the most legendary bands ever giving us one of the most legendary rock songs of all time. Before I get to number one, I'm going to give a quick honorable mention to Deep Purple, the guys who gave us dun 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 dun. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. But now let's get to number one with the band that kickstarted the British invasion. The Beatles. The Beatles. John, Paul, George, and Ringo. They literally changed the face of rock and roll. Rock and roll would not be rock and roll today without the Beatles. Every band in the world wishes they were the Beatles. Every band that has come after them wishes they were the Fab Four. Pretty much. Sure, they kind of started out poppy, but as the 60s went on, they became revolutionary. They experimented. They got in some trouble, but I'm just so sad they didn't go on for into the 70s and even the 80s. That would have been awesome. But it was what it was, but they still gave us music that changed the world. Alright, well that's Top 10 Thursday for this week. Don't forget, get your free format Friday questions in by tomorrow. And I will honor last week's suggestion Saturday for this week. Okay? Well, anyway, this is Bradley GB saying peace out and have a nice day.